Krew Season Podcast. We are back again. This is episode 47. Challenge on your Pass the test again, boy.
Easy.
Kenny T is in the building.
What's up?
OT is in the building.
Yes, sir.
And that silence you hear.
Y'all know what it is.
Smooth is not in the motherfucking building.
He's not in the motherfucking building, bitch.
Yeah, you gotta say bitch at the bitch.
Nah, shout out to Smooth, man. Bro is on vacation. He out there in Mexico with his family, with his feet kicked up somewhere, drinking a pina colada, spending a bunch of money.
All peanut.
All
colada.
One colada.
What he say? Colada with a splash of rum. Yeah. So bro on vacation, man. He gonna be back next week. But yeah, man. What's y'all boys on, man? How y'all boys feeling?
Good.
How does it?
Go ahead.
I'm saying we received a legitimate amount of backlash this week. How do y'all boys feel about that?
I ain't paid attention to it really.
Zero.
I read a few comments and was like, "What?"
I'm focusing on getting my clientele up, so I got a couple extra clients this week, but I ain't been paying attention to none of that shit.
So y'all saying y'all don't give a damn what the listeners are saying? Is that what y'all saying?
I don't give a damn what they got to say.
Because, I mean, we done been called everything from broke to dusty to... Man, I done lost kind of all the...
My lifestyle speaks for itself. Big Purr.
Cause that's one thing that I've been noticing, man. A lot of times, right, when you see these people saying certain things, making certain comments, all you gotta do is double tap the Abby, typically.
That's it.
And things get to adding up.
Be a cartoon character, some anime shit.
Or be built like a cartoon character. But the thing is, right?
Just started they shit last month.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always an undesirable with a bold opinion, with like a chest out opinion. And that's what I don't understand, but I get it. Like you gotta have some kind of way to validate your life going the way it's going, right? Like some of this stuff we said, but especially about the 100 pounds gained. We said if you gain 100 pounds, you know what I'm saying, should you leave your significant other, right? Now there was some people saying, well, hey, 100 pounds is way too much. You know, if a conversation has been had and they just refuse to do anything, well, that's reasonable, right? Then you had the other side saying,
you married me for looks, physical attraction.
What happened to death do us part?
You about to die early.
Wow.
a heart attack at 40.
What's came to part today?
Got on the scale and said, damn. Yeah, no.
But you know, it's just interesting. And I think that's what the dope part about having this platform is, right? People say that we be using our platform wrong. We be using our platform to, you know, attack people and divide the culture and different things like that. Well, like, how do y'all feel like we're using our platform? I don't really ask y'all that question enough. How do y'all feel like, do y'all feel like we're using our platform responsibly?
I think we do. I think we say a lot of positive shit on here that just don't get the backlash. Like, you know, it's too positive. It's like, oh, you should be saying that. You don't hear it a lot, but when they hear it, it's like, oh, that's natural. That is what it is. They supposed to be saying that. But when we say something that, you know, a lot of people are scared to say, knowing the back of their mind, they thinking that. It's like, oh, you shouldn't be saying that. You shouldn't be doing this. No. If you gain 100 pounds, if I met you 140, 150, and now 5 years, 6 years down the line, you 250, that ain't good. I wouldn't even feel right if I weighed 250.
And especially when you're not trying to help the cause at all.
And you're not trying to work it. That's all I was saying.
That's all it is, yeah.
I said if it's 5 years down the line and I gave many options, we can work out together, we do this, do that, blah, 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 this, that, and you still refuse to do it, I'm gone.
Okay, so what do you have to say about the critics saying, hey, you know, she had a baby.
Understandable.
Know, certain situations to where, like, you should be able to love somebody through that. Like, if our bond is based on just physical appearance, then we never had a bond to begin with. What do you guys have to say about the people that, you know, bring that point up?
If she had a baby, I understand that. But if there's a medical condition that's saying you can't work out, or if you're not putting forth no effort, you just say, well, I had a kid, that's why. And you're not putting forth no effort, then I have no remorse for that. It's nothing I can say that. That's like me saying I'm making $1 million a year, and I come home and say, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going back to this. I'm going to work at McDonald's. And what you gonna say?
Because it makes me happy.
It makes me happy. What you gonna say? You used to living in, driving your Bentley around and stuff. Now you gotta drive a beat up Honda. You gonna leave me? You ain't married me for money, right? Mm. Or maybe you did.
Well, that's different.
Or maybe
that's
you did.
different. No.
And which I don't really understand because they're talking about, well, people can't control how much they weigh. Or can't
Yes, you
damn
can.
lie.
There's only rare cases where you just, and that's at a young age that you develop that.
You control what you put in your mouth.
You control, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to, I meet you at 140 and, you weigh 160, 170. Okay, cool. That's we get up there in age. We start gaining weight. But exactly. I meet you at 140, you 240. Come on now. You be 160, 170 and still working out and still, staying healthy. That's what I'm saying. Staying active.
They don't understand.
No.
They just want to feel like victims.
Don't say you have to look like
and then we said spouse. We didn't say just women.
Right.
And
yeah, we
all
said
the
both
women getting
sides.
upset. We literally said both sides. We said spouse. We didn't say women.
I can't be fat and tell my girl, she got to work out or I'm leaving her.
No, that's not happening. No.
Right. So y'all basically saying, well, because a lot of them were saying this, right? Because we said spouse, they leaned on that. They said we took vows for better or for worse.
Okay.
What do you guys have to say to those people?
Still the same.
What's considered worse? Worse is your health. Your health is getting worse. Your looks are getting worse.
And I'm supposed to put up with that?
You done added a whole new woman to this relationship. You know how 100 pounds is?
Literally.
You done added a whole new person to this relationship.
Literally.
And we talking about for better or for worse. No, I signed up for better or for worse with you. With the person I met.
Not the added person. Not the person you ate. Wow.
It's just real.
Oh, I'm saying this on both sides. I'm telling you. And no, it's the men that gain most of the weight, and they don't go back to the gym.
And they always say, "Well, we stay with the men." Why is that?
Because y'all don't value yourselves, and that's what we talk about a lot on this part. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't value yourselves. It's just like the same reason y'all stay with a dude that cheat on you 40 times. And we stayed, we rolled it out. No, you just stupid and you don't value yourself. You know what I'm saying? Man get cheated on 1, 2, 3 times. You're lucky to get to 3. But 1, 2 times, he out the door. I don't care about none of this. But y'all just always want to
find a reason
and put it on us. But in reality, I don't really think it got nothing to do with us. Even though that's what they always try to tie it to. I think it's more to do with y'all being scared to start over and being complacent.
Yep.
It's on us the first time. After that, it ain't on us.
And they enable too. They enable a lot.
If you let me back in the second time, it's on you.
He told me he loved me. He was acting different this week. He bought me a bag, took me out to eat.
It's acting different this week.
This week.
But we say all that to say, man, prayers out to everybody involved. Shout out to everybody that's been offended and
fuck y'all, Big Purr.
Feelings hurt and all of that. Shout out to all the Cynthia G's mob that came in our comments in our YouTube video.
Welcome.
Been arguing with.
Welcome.
Hey, shout out to our fans for riding though.
They was riding hard too.
Because those women were in there saying a bunch of unsavory things about us. You know what I'm saying? Calling us all kind of dusties and brokies and, just men. And then you also had the people that came in and was like, hey, why do y'all feel like it's a good thing to attack these women?
This is what's problem with our community now. We always, what? Just establish that this is the second time we've been attacked about our character and what we do. I don't mind the opinions about what we say. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got your opinion, I got mine. That's cool.
That's all I'm saying.
But when you attack me personally, okay, now we have a problem.
That's the difference. We can disagree all day and talk about it all day, back and forth. But when you start throwing insults, that's when it gets different.
And that's the thing, right? I think that speaks to a bigger problem that we always speak to. Men don't get to express ourselves. We don't get to feel hurt or get to feel offended or get to feel like something was too far with us, right? Whatever said, don't matter what it is. Like they could call your dead grandma a hoe, and you just supposed to accept it and not say nothing because she's a woman, right? But the other way around, if I mention that you built like a stuffed Glad bag, I'm a bad guy. I'm the bad guy for that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I mention that
I'm not with it.
If I mention that you wouldn't make my roster, you wouldn't make the 13th spot on my roster, then I'm a narcissist. I'm a misogynist. That's the shit that I don't understand. But like, why is it like that? Like, why do y'all think that they can just say whatever they want to say to us, and we just gotta take that? But if we say anything in regards to like their looks or their build, then we are just automatically wrong. Forget everything that was said before that. Why did you attack that woman like that? Why did you tell that woman she looked like built like a Toyota Prius? Like why did you do that? It's never me. It's never me starting these things. I'm responding. Why I gotta be the bully? Why I gotta be the bad guy? Talk to them.
That's true though, because you're supposed to be bigger than that.
You the man.
You are the man.
I'm supposed to be bigger than that, but you bigger than me in real life. How is that?
You supposed to be bigger than that.
She 240. I'm supposed to be bigger than I'm 195. You 240. How I'm supposed to be bigger than her?
We're supposed to control the situation and educate them and talk to them, you know, in a way where we're
like a child,
put them in pretty much sternly.
Interesting.
But then, of course, and then from when you go from there,
you gotta hold your emotions in.
They want to check your credentials and they want to, who are you to tell me this and that? And it's never a win for us ever.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but and again, just like you said, control your emotions, right? And when I say, like, I don't have no emotion at all, like when I tell you built like a Mazda 5 Series. I have no emotion at all when I say that. Like, I'm not mad. I'm not perturbed. I'm not angry. I'm just looking at you, and this is what comes to mind. A PT Cruiser comes to mind. So why am I wrong?
Oh, shit.
Like, double standards got to stop, man. It got to stop. If you can't take what I'm going to say back, shut the fuck up.
That's true.
Simple and plain. And all the detractors and all the, why you got to do, y'all shut the fuck up too. If y'all not gonna check her and only gonna check me, just shut the fuck up and let it happen. How it happened? She adult, she grown, right? She built like an adult. She built like your auntie in church. That's an adult, right?
And Crucies will be back to you right after these.
What the fuck is this niggas talking about,
what
man?
What the hell is going on in here?
Y'all piss me off.
Then another thing.
Trail AC is angry.
Bunch of niggas too. This another thing that I want to touch on, right? Bunch of broke niggas that ain't never pulled no bitches in your life. Like, shut up talking to me, my nigga. We don't shoot at the same goals. We not in the same league. Which is why when these niggas talking about this, oh, look at y'all table, look at this, that, and the third, when I respond, hey, post what you made last month, and I'll post one check from what we get on this podcast, niggas all of a sudden forgot how to tweet, went ghost, forgot how to say shit.
Or they call it corny.
Or that. Oh, why you got to bring up money, da-da-da-da. But you bringing up the fact that we broke, allegedly.
Just because I like to eat on a crawfish table.
Right. You eating top ramen on the expensive table. I'm eating snow crab legs on a it's like it's different leagues. We are not the same. And I think that's the problem with this social media shit, right? Like, people expect you to talk like everybody's on the same level. Yeah, we all equal. We not fucking equal.
Mm-hmm. Let's get into that, yeah.
That's just real.
How social media has made it to where everybody is on an equal path and society is fair in every which way possible.
And if you're up, they try to bring you down.
And if somebody has a certain amount of stuff, you live through them. Basically. Oh, you got that? Oh yeah, I got that for you. You wasn't even around me. Well, I got it for you because I saw you on Twitter. I followed you the whole time. No.
All niggas be bragging on what they homie got. That's not your money. That's not your car. That's not your play. You live with your moms, right? Like, you don't have a car. Like, you got $69 in your account. Like, it's different. It's a different level. Like, stop talking about that man's shit like it's yours. Because the niggas that's out here getting money, they don't speak on other people's business unless they getting paid to do it, right? Paid handsomely to do it. Outside of that, they're not speaking on other people's business. They're not jumping on niggas' podcast saying, oh, I hate these niggas' podcasts, but I comment on it every week. I comment every time a video drops. Like, what kind of weirdo shit is you niggas on, bro? And a bunch of you weirdo ass women is co-signing this shit too and not giving these niggas no ass. And that's part of the problem as well. Like, these niggas be saying these things like in hopes that they gonna fuck y'all. Mm-hmm. And in reality, y'all wanna fuck us, but we don't want y'all. So y'all feel the way that y'all feel. We just gonna put the shit on the table. I'm tired of this shit.
I love it.
I got things to say today.
We see.
Because this shit is just going too far, right? Fellas, let me help y'all out. All our detractors, I can't believe these niggas say that. Why these niggas got the part? You'll get the pussy easier disagreeing with these hoes than agreeing with them, fam. Let me give you a little bit of game. What's smooth? Ain't this part of sleeves? This sleeves 102.
The deed is in the building.
I gotta speak for my nigga because he on vacation somewhere, spending thousands of dollars with his feet kicked up. But thing is this, right? Y'all be thinking pandering to these women and everything you say. Yeah, those guys are terrible. I can't believe You gonna be the homie that constantly gets looked over while we keep fucking them.
To clear the air, I'm not fucking anybody.
It's just real.
I want that big purr.
I'm saved.
Shit, I don't want that defensive tackle either. But what I'm saying is that if my schedule was to ever clear up, if I was to ever be single, right, and I ever get them a follow back, because that's all most of these motherfuckers be wanting. They want to be cool. They want to be associated with you. They want to fit. You know what I'm saying? But when you don't return that energy, then you know what I'm saying? You think you too much. You this, that, and the third. So now I'm going to find a way to hate on a nigga.
Right.
But then if I was to respond one day, that same bitch that you trying to impress, she'll be mine if I wanted her. That's the reality of this shit. But,
Has to be more careful.
Keep on shooting at goals that you're not going to never make. It's fucked up in life.
The doors of the church are now open.
Yeah. There are levels. There's a difference. There's a big fucking difference between people. We are not equal. Don't ever mistake that. Your podcast is getting 69 lists. Like, we are not equal. Bunch of sassy ass niggas out here referring to us in negative ways and Dusty this, Dusty that to 39 listeners. Like, fam, nobody listening to. Call them niggas on a group chat. Call them niggas on a group phone call. The fuck is you putting out content for? Wasting editing equipment, wasting audio equipment. These niggas not listening to you. That's your family and your cousins and shit listening to that pod. Stop talking like we the same. We are not. We'll never be.
Never would have made it.
That's all I gotta say about that, man.
Never would have made it
without Krew.
And anybody that got a problem with what I said, suck my dick. I don't care. Deal with it.
Now I see.
Now
that Krew is best for me.
On to a lighter note, guys. We have an interesting docket today.
Well, that's a way to start a podcast.
Shit, man. Things just got to be said. I'm tired of this, bro. We not on the same level, and this shit got us. Because y'all niggas are halting y'all life believing this shit. While we steadily progressing, you running in place. Y'all halting y'all life. Y'all competing with. You can't compete with a nigga that don't know you exist, fam.
Facts.
That's real. Trying to impress bitches that we don't even want.
Don't even see.
Stop it. Focus on your grind. Focus on what you doing. Focus on them 37 listeners that listen to your shit. Like, grow your pod. You niggas ain't making no money. That's the problem. You niggas be in the red. And that's why y'all so frustrated with this shit. Y'all doing all that recording. Niggas on episode 319 and still paying more money out than you getting in. I'd be fucking mad too. You right. Pardon me. Now that I'm thinking about it, the more I process it, the more I'm understanding your point of view. You're not the fucking same. And y'all doing this for income. We don't got to do this. If I shut this shit down tomorrow, I'm still in this big ass house with them 2 cars in the garage, living my life. My lifestyle does not change
at all.
There's no aspiration. Like, y'all got aspiration. Oh, one day I'll be able to get out of this 600 square foot apartment I'm in and stop catching fucking Uber everywhere or calling niggas for rides. That's y'all hopes with doing this shit. We do this shit just because I just feel like doing it. It's different. We not on the same level. Stop letting them niggas gas you up. Niggas that's doing just as worse or worse than you. God damn, boy. But on to a more lighter note. Recently,
I ain't got nothing to say to that. Angry A.
What you got to honest? What you got to say, Kitty?
Big Purr. I'm out.
Recently in the news, man. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, man. Our boy recently had some intriguing things to say to a guest. The guest called, and I guess he tried to troll him, and it just didn't turn out the way she thought it would. So I'm just gonna play the clip.
Hi, I'm. I don't know what your topic is tonight, but I just.
How old are you? How old are you?
Guess.
Fam.
Guess these nuts.
Y'all gonna stop playing with my nigga like that. Y'all gonna stop playing with my nigga.
He already knew it. Once she said that, how old are you? Guess. All right.
He knew what time it was. You know how that's gonna go.
You a child.
Like I don't understand why y'all be calling in like thinking that y'all gonna outsmart this man and thinking that y'all gonna.
A lot of them do it just to get some publicity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's true. But I mean, damn, if y'all just keep landing on your head over and over, like I don't understand.
And blame him. Again, blaming him. When you call up there, you made the decision. You ain't like he reached out and, hey, do you mind being on the show tonight? Like, no, you made an effort to reach out to him or however you did it to be on there. And then you ask crazy ass questions.
So he asked us how old she was.
I just don't.
She wanted to be difficult off the jump. How old are you?
And you want to play games?
Y'all gonna start realizing people will stop playing games with you. I don't play them damn games. How old are you? Guess. All right.
It was nice knowing you.
But yeah, recently it was another one too that he had, man. We just gonna play this one, and then I want to get y'all response to it too.
All right, why the doubling of the weight?
You know, yeah, again, personal stuff, lost in myself, not caring, just,
all right.
Right? Like, straight up, it was, I stopped giving a damn. You know, I wasn't working as hard. I stopped going on runs and things like that.
And during that time, have you had sex?
During what time? When I was younger?
During the time you fell off, were you having sex at any time during that time?
Yeah, for sure. You know,
and that's the problem, guys. You continue to stick your penis in this. That's the problem.
You ain't lying.
That's why they can get on the camera and start talking about mediocre men when the big as a planet, smoking a cigarette.
Shit.
Wow.
I didn't see that.
Oh my God.
I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? And it's like, okay.
Then he hung up.
I cannot honestly sit back and listen to a woman who's built like the planet Ego talk about mediocre men while she's smoking on a motherfucking Newport. Are you serious?
He ain't lying, man.
Thoughts? What are your thoughts?
He's not lying. If it was a man that was big and sloppy talking about that, women wouldn't want him.
Not only would they wouldn't want, they would crucify a man that's bad built. Get on there talking about women as mediocre right here. These black women mediocre. I can't find one that's, you know what I'm saying, up to my standard of woman. This man 420 pounds, 5'6", with no job.
Take 5 steps, be sweating.
They would kill him, bro. But women can get on here and say things like this, fam. You not nowhere in nobody's shape. You just admitted you just gave up on yourself, fam. You said, fuck it.
And he right, though, boy, because they be putting their penis in anything. And that makes them feel validated. That makes them feel wanted. If nobody wanted you when you was big, then you would understand. But like he said, I mean, but big women need love too. You know, somebody for everybody. Y'all suppose?
Left that nigga on that ledge.
It ain't pandering, but I understand. I don't, but
look, That's not the point of this video. The point is the audacity. It's not her weight. Well, I mean, the weight got a little bit too, but it's not like it's the audacity of it. It's like you admitted I didn't give a damn about myself. Mm-hmm. Yet you're critiquing the men that are approaching you. Like, how does that sound? Like really sit back and just think about that, fam. Like, I can see if you own your shit, you doing what you're supposed to be doing. You could be a big. There's plenty of pretty big women. You being big is not the issue. It's you saying, "Hey, fuck it. Mm-hmm. I don't care how I look. I don't care where my life is going. I'm just in a funk right now. It is what it is. But I'm gonna critique the type of men that are approaching me. Mm-hmm. The audacity. That's the problem. It's like, come on, man. Like, my man ain't had to call up playing it. That was a little far.
What you got, KT?
That was a little far.
I ain't got nothing for it. I mean, what I'm supposed to say?
Big Purr.
I can't say Big Purr this time.
Big Purr.
She is Big Purr. Smoking a Newport. That's crazy.
That nigga a menace, dog. He don't care what he's. Oh man,
You getting good at this.
Okay, man. Moving right along. Recently, there was some VH1 drama.
That's why we can't go live with people. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Doing the same thing?
I would be doing the same thing.
We should. We should get on Instagram Live.
Well, so we can jump on after this.
I ain't trying to hit it.
You gonna be cutting niggas off?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. Okay. On to the next story, man. Recently, I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Yandy and Mendices. They was on Love and Hip Hop.
Just a little bit. I know who they are.
So
I don't know who they are.
Okay, so this is Love and Hip Hop wives. So reality, you know that bullshit all these women love. So recently, Mendices went to jail for something in regards to drugs. He did about 7 years, and Yandy was riding for him whole time. Out there protesting, like when the prison wasn't giving them the rights that they deserve, and they even got it on video. She was out there protesting, got maced, and she ran out the building crying, couldn't see her eyes all over the place, like trying to protest because they wasn't doing what they supposed to be doing for the prisoners during, during, I don't know if that was during COVID, but maybe like just in general, they wasn't getting the rights that they deserve. So recently they went on a show and it was a clip that was played. I'm just going to play it and I want to get y'all response.
Andy Medici. Y'all ready? Time to get real. Any insecurities between you two?
No.
None?
None.
Prison.
Is that an insecurity?
Because I feel like when he was locked up, I was locked up.
Well, you ain't emailed for 2 months.
Yeah, but
for 6 months.
That's because I was talking to you every day.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Every
do that.
single day,
You're
3
right.
times a day.
You're lying. You don't even get that many minutes.
I spoke to you every day.
No, you did not every day.
Every single day.
All right. Now, don't over-exaggerate, but
And if
listen.
I didn't talk to you, it was a problem. And then it would be, you don't have to do this. And for me, that felt like, don't negate what I have been doing. Don't negate me making sure you and the kids are good. Don't negate the calls I did pick up. This isn't the first time this phone call, email thing has come up, and I normally just brush it away, but now I'm frustrated. Do you understand what my life was like? I'm raising 2 babies. I'm running 5 companies. But you want to talk about emails and calls? Talk about how these bills was going to get paid. I don't have time to write emails and letters.
Do you both hear the discrepancy in the communication? I called you, but you didn't email. It was 2 months. It was every night and every morning. There's a discrepancy. So to me, it's more than did you email, did you call? It's what more did you want and what more do you want now that you weren't getting for you to say, I didn't get it, and that's the way it's coming out.
I was kind of holding resentment because I said the moment I step out of here, she's going to be blowing my phone up every 5 seconds. So for me, I started to feel like I was put on a shelf. I wasn't going nowhere, and you'll play with me when it's time for me to be free. I was gonna allow no one to treat me any different than for me being free or me being incarcerated. Treat me the same. Don't mishandle me like that. Not when I give her the opportunity. If you ever get tired and it's become too much, then you know you're free. I think it would have been selfish of me to try to hold her in a relationship that she didn't want to be in. You know, you free. Anything can happen. People meet people, fall in love, and you know, I didn't want to force somebody to go through something like that with me.
The fact that you always said to me, you don't have to do this. That was offensive. You would say like, you could leave. And it would be the simplest of things like, I missed your phone call, or I didn't pick up, or I didn't email you. That made me feel like it wasn't that much of a fight for you. Like, it was easy to let me go. Nobody that's your woman wants to feel like they're easy to get over.
I mean, if I could deal with my mom leaving me, and that's the trauma, I felt like I could deal with anybody leaving me.
Nobody that's your woman wants to feel like they're easy to get over.
I mean, if I could deal with my mom leaving me, and that's the trauma, I felt like I could deal with anybody leaving me.
It would be great to be like, nah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you say for better or for worse, and when you say, you know, if I'm sick, I go to jail, I want you to be like, nah, I got you. I ain't going nowhere. I want for better or for worse.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. That's what I give.
Yeah, that's the same thing I signed up for, right?
Nobody that's your woman wants to feel like they're easy to get over. I think you had a lot of time on your hands. And I think with that time, I think that I did a damn good job. I say that to you all the time, like, if the roles were reversed, would you hold me down?
If the shoes was on the other foot, you know, I don't know what I will be able to do.
And that's a problem.
So, Mendici finally admitted that he doesn't know if he would have stayed if the roles were reversed, and that's so hurtful because people have said to me, you doing all this, would he do that for you? And I've always combated with, yeah, he would. We love each other. But to hear him sit here in my face and be like, I don't know.
And listen, I'm telling you the truth.
Like, that's so unfair.
Thoughts?
Damn.
Y'all want the truth.
Hey, he told her what it was. He said, hey, if it was the roles reversed, he basically said no. He wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I don't know why he.
And I don't think you can blame that man.
He don't want to be there.
Yo, you did what you felt like you would do in that situation. Don't do acts based on what somebody else would do for you. That's the problem with people. They want to do stuff based on what somebody else would do for you. I'm not gonna give more than what they're gonna give me.
Right.
That's
so you know what? I'm just gonna do this. No, man, do what you feel you do. If they wouldn't do that for you, hey, that's their issue. That's how they feel, and you take that accordingly. But don't base your actions upon what somebody else would do for you, because then it becomes a game. It becomes a tick for tack. Who does more? Who does this? Who does that?
Yeah. Also, I think it just goes to like a man's mindset about like, I don't know. I guess like we real big on ego, machismo, and we don't want nobody to feel like we need you to survive type of situation. And I can only imagine, like I never been locked up, but I got a lot of family that have been locked up. And oftentimes they say like, okay, like when you get a certain amount of time and anything over, like I think it's like 2 years, 3 years, something like that, it becomes a situation where it's a matter of time before they walk away. It's not if they're going to walk away. So you don't want to be in there during that time with your hopes up, you waiting on every phone call, because time essentially stops when you go to jail for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But for everybody else outside, everything is moving 100 miles an hour. So you feel like you missing out on everything, and you feel like, okay, she not answering my call. What is she doing? You feel like the world revolves around you. Mm-hmm. So as a man, it'd be machismo saying, you know what, man, just don't worry about me. Just leave me in here. And some of it is machismo, but some of it is necessity, because you'll go crazy in there if you constantly worried about what's going on the outside. On the inside, it's a whole nother code. It's a whole nother like life that you got to live in there. And outside serves as a distraction. So I don't know, man. I think, in most cases, the person on the outside typically leaves that person. Now, you got the rare situations like a Papoose Remy, something like that. Like, he held her all the way down. That is unheard of territory right there. Mm-hmm. But in most cases, it's not even realistic to ask somebody to put your life on hold for 7, 8 years, 10 years for me. So, I mean, I kind of get what he's saying. And then I also look at her like, again, it's like Kenny said, like, what you would do for me shouldn't be based on what you think I would do for you. Mm-hmm. You should just do that for me because that's just out of the kindness of your heart, or that's just what you want to do. But don't put it on the like, man, that's crazy. And I think like a lot of women do that, to be honest.
And they put it to where then they regret it when it don't turn out the way. Like, you come back and, you get out of jail and then he cheat on you. Then you be like, I held your ass down for, say, hey, I did right my whole time. I did, in this relationship, I did what I had to do. Yeah. And it is what it is. And just keep it moving. But a lot of women take that, I did this, I wasted my time. No, you did exactly what you were supposed to do. Just like you at your job, you did everything you're supposed to do. They let you go, but I still did what I was supposed to do. Right. You left on good terms. And that's the problem with society now. People, like I said, they play their lives upon what somebody else will do for them. Right. And you shouldn't do it that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Facts.
Oh, would you hold somebody down? Say if your girl went to jail for 5 years.
I'm sorry.
Your wife went to jail. Were they girls?
I'm out sticking and
married,
moving.
or were they?
They got married, I think, right before she went in, or he went in, I think. So it was a situation like, okay, you about to go to jail. Let's go ahead and do this.
Oh, yeah.
He don't even want to be there anyway. Mm-hmm. Like,
but they've been together for a long time before that, though.
She said several times that he said that she don't have to be there. Right. That's how a lot of guys that be their way out. Like, I didn't break up with you, you broke up with me because you want to leave.
That's true.
So I feel like he keep kind of putting it on the plate. Like, I really don't want to be here, but I'm we've been rocking with each other for a minute. We got kids together. I like it, but you know what I'm saying. Ain't no man that really be in love don't tell you constantly that you can go, pretty much at any time. Not all the time like that. At least as much as she was saying. I don't, of course, on his side, but.
But see, I think it's prison talk too. It got a lot to do with that.
You know, us men get sometimes, we don't get what we want. Most of the time, the one thing we want, she ain't answer my call. What I think she's doing, she cheating. That's exactly what he thought she was doing. Mm-hmm. Sure. He's like, well, what? I'm not gonna drive myself crazy here all night because all you're doing is just sitting on a damn cot all day, working out, looking at goddamn gray walls and one TV that you don't even get to pick the channel.
That's
like, you know what I'm saying? And so you sit there, you're like, damn, she ain't answered my call. Okay, I waited all day to give her this call and she ain't answered. Fuck, what's she doing? First thing we go to cheating. That's just how it is. First, she cheating. She ain't answered my phone call. Okay, now when you call, I'm have an attitude.
Right.
Why you ain't call? Why you, like he said, if I was on the outside, you would answer all my calls whenever I call. But now I'm on the inside, you're like, oh, I'm busy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's like.
See, then it's a situation too, like, man, another thing we do where I got to take accountability, fellas, my bad in advance. We'll say things like that because we know she's not going nowhere. So we'll say that to kind of get what we want or to kind of push her into doing what we want her to do.
Make her feel bad.
Mm-hmm. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing that I don't think nothing makes a woman feel worse than her giving maximum effort and you telling her that she don't really give a damn about you or she ain't really putting the amount of effort that you putting into the situation. Mm-hmm. Like they take that, like that right there cuts differently. Like you can tell a woman a lot of things. But if you hit her with it, man, you know what, man, you never love me. So this is the shit I was talking about because at the end of the day, when I did this for you, I did this for you, you didn't appreciate none of that. You ain't never did nothing for me.
It's going to be like an insult.
Right.
Slap in the face.
Just like she just said it. Mm-hmm. So it's like a lot of times we'll use that in a manipulation. But if she really try to leave, we'll be all at her job. We'll be knocking on her door, showing up. You know what I'm saying? Like at first, like ego gonna be, all right, man, do you? I ain't tripping, whatever. Mm-hmm. But then after a couple days, couple weeks of her not being there, like for real, not answering no calls, like shutting everything off. Then we get to thinking like, wait a minute, she really? Hold on, man. What? And then we get in our feelings essentially. Mm-hmm. So and then him being in prison kind of adds to all of that. Just makes everything crazier. So I don't know, man. It's a situation where, I
don't think he was right for saying it over and over again.
Yeah, no. Hell no.
Hell no. Think it all.
Hell no. Because he's still with her. So it's clearly a mind game that he was playing on her. Or even if it's a way to like to like deal with what's going on in there. If you got somebody that you know really in your heart deep down is riding for you and not trying to, you know, finesse you or not trying to dip out the way or pull back or nothing like that, you pushing her away is wrong. Mm-hmm. You're right about that. Regardless of what the reason is for. Mm-hmm. You know, but damn, man. But I mean, I thought it was interesting, like when she asked him that question at the end, like, would you do the same if it was me? And he kept it G. I mean, I understand you being like offended for that about that, but it's like, you know, you can't say you want honest truth, and then when you get it, like, oh, I'm insulted by it. I think that's something you take a minute. Oh, it's like, oh, okay,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, cool. So now I know where we stand.
Right. I wouldn't even ask the question. Be honest with you.
Right.
Because I did out of what I knew was right. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna do it and say, "Oh, you never know." You know what I'm saying? Shit. Right. 7 years. If I was a man in jail for 7 years, I wouldn't expect my woman to hold it down. Or I mean, if she hold it down, I wouldn't expect her to go 7 years without sex.
Right.
Or feel the real thing, because it's like, damn.
She still want to be held at night.
She still gets some what Matt say, that pressure.
Pressure.
You know what I'm saying? My actions caused me to go to jail for 7 years. I can't hold you hostage for 7 years because of what I did.
And to be honest, that would be my mindset while I'm in there. And that's wrong. Because me and my old lady been together for so long, but like, fam, a long time. But if I go to court and they tell me, hey, you about to do 7 to 10. In my head, I'm thinking, like, it's like her calling me and stuff. Like, it's pointless. This is gonna be my life
for 7
to 10. Like, that's a long time, bro.
That's like 7 years is more like 14 years, 20.
Yeah, and it's like
a long time in jail,
right? And it's and just like he said, it's like you not doing that time alone. Like when your girl is like really supporting you, really holding you down like that, she doing that time with you. Mm-hmm. She miserable on the outside. She think about you every day. Y'all talking on the phone. Y'all thinking about what could be happening, what should be happening, what you gonna do differently, all of that. So it's like you essentially handcuffing her too. And you know, me just the amount of love I got for her, like it'll be hard to not just detach myself. Be like, look, man, just go live your life. When I get out of here, if I get out of here, because that's another thing. Mm-hmm. If I get out of here,
we'll get back right. We'll rekindle the thing.
And
do what we gotta do.
And I don't want to know nothing that happened before me. Hopefully, you don't have no kid, nothing like that. I don't want to know nothing that happened. We gonna start square.
Hopefully.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, but just like he was saying, like you never know what can happen in prison, bro. Like I can go in there. That they gave me 7 to 10, but nah, I done went in there. Nigga that tried to, some nigga that tried to take my shoes or something. I done fought him, stabbed him in the neck. They done gave me an extra 3, extra 5.
But you know, you really giving them your shoes when you say, "Give me your shoes." Here you go. You want my shirt too? You want my pants too? I heard you got commissary. No, we got commissary.
Now turn around.
Hey, nigga gonna have to kill me first, bro. For any of that. I don't know what you niggas is talking about. But that's a reality though. That type of shit can happen. So I mean, I understand it, what he's saying, but at the same time, he is wrong for, manipulating the situation like that.
For sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, that was an interesting clip, man. Shout out to everybody that been sending that. And on that note, we're gonna move on to the quick hits. Okay, recently on the timeline, today, matter of fact, there was a lot of discussion. I think a woman posted a picture of herself. And she didn't have, say, a video victionist body, right? And what I mean by that in this era, right? Like everybody out here getting these BBLs, they essentially looking the same. Like it's like they going to the doctor and say, hey, let me get number 4 on the wall, for the BBL. Like a lot of women out here doing that. Mm-hmm. And shout out to them. It ain't whatever, man. Do what you got to do to make yourself look good. I don't care nothing about none of that. Mm-hmm. But, I think so much of that is happening to where when women who not getting the surgery, they have natural bodies, post their body, they get a lot of criticism because they don't look like these quote unquote video victims, right? So it was a girl that posted a picture of herself or 2 or 3 pictures of herself or whatever. And, she didn't say nothing wrong or nothing, but I think somebody commented it and was like called her bad built or something like that. And she wasn't bad built at all, to be honest, because I looked at it. She had a natural body. And you know, there was a lot of backlash for that. That caused a big thing on the timeline. So I do want to ask y'all. For one, do y'all feel like women with natural bodies are still the go-to, like the top priority in this era?
For me, absolutely. And I mean, for a lot of people I know too. And now if you maybe like in the industry, if you at a certain level, yeah, probably so. But for the average person, above average person, like natural, all the way. All the way.
Kenny?
When we say natural,
I mean like no surgery at all.
that's hard to find. Most of them got their boobs done, lips done, ass done,
Stomach done.
Yeah. I mean, I just go for whatever looks good. I mean, if you got a natural body, I like that too. I'm not gonna ask you if something on your body is fake or real.
Right.
I'm just not gonna do that. If I like it, I'm gonna go for it.
I'm on natural.
But do you think, okay, general consensus, do you feel like the natural body is still the top priority, or do you feel like the BBL then kind of took over?
In a general sense, I think natural is still a top priority. I just think BBL is just looked at heavier on because, you know, it's their body's done really nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But not a lot of people can afford the right BBL or whatever it is, you know, so I think natural body is still the go-to. You know, if you can afford a BBL, you afford a BBL, but
yeah, I agree. I think BBL is becoming like the go-to thing because it's even got like women with natural bodies that are built amazing, like questioning themselves when they look in the mirror, thinking like, oh man, I need to get my my breast lifted, or I need to get this done, or my ass kind of lifted a little bit, or this little roll right here, I want to move that to the, like it got them critiquing themselves when before this they'll be looked at as the go, like Jesus Christ, look at her. You know what I'm saying? And but they looking at themselves in the mirror like I need to fix that, and that. Because I need to compare. I need to be comparing myself to.
I hate it.
Bernice Burgos or there's so many chicks getting these. Alexis Scott. So many chicks getting these surgeries. I don't even know who to name in this.
yeah, I think it's going back just like when people getting their breast done. You know, back then it was like frowned upon.
Right.
Oh, she got her breast done. Oh, she got her breast. Those ain't hers. Those ain't real. Now it's like, oh, girl, go get your breast done. Go get this done. Go get that done. Go get it. Oh, it only cost me $10,000. It only cost me $7,000 to get my breast done. You know, it's like everything frowned upon now. I think BBL gonna go the same way.
Yeah.
I don't like them because all the risks that's involved with it. One, you going into debt, most likely. Two,
they ain't paying for it. Let's be real.
Two is just true. You just never know what 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line. Now you got some type of complication, some infection, and it's hard to reverse, or you lose a titty or something, all because. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of risks that be involved, and just keep your natural self. Be happy with what you got.
So if a girl had her body done, would you talk to her?
I talk to her.
Would you date her?
Okay.
Would you marry her?
What does she have done?
It don't matter. She just
BBL.
She got a BBL. She got her boobs done. She got her ass done, and her stomach done,
and lips.
I just can't imagine.
And she looks great.
Because you'll look plastic in like 10 years. I mean, I don't know. I like natural. I like to feel when I'm gripping natural. I don't want to feel a hard ass rock of something. No, like a titty. No, that would be, no.
All right, no.
I don't think I can suck on a titty.
Not all fake booties feel like rocks. So
that's what I was about to say.
Whatever.
A lot of them feel real though. A lot of them feel like
mostly just fat move to that.
Yeah, because essentially that's all like a BBL is. Like you're taking the stomach fat and moving it to like the ass.
Still gonna clap.
She
Hey, but you got some of them that don't clap. They move them over to be.
No, man.
Yeah, I'm talking about a right.
Oh yeah,
procedure done.
True.
You know what I'm talking about? A right procedure done.
Talking about like a Drea.
You know, like
perfect procedure done.
What?
I can confidently say.
I don't care.
Every woman I've been with has had a natural body. Dead ass.
Damn.
So they didn't have no
fake titties. Nope.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Wow.
100%.
Well, you only been with 4 girls in your life, anyways.
4 times. Never mind.
I don't do that.
Throw myself out there like that.
And one of them name was Pamela.
You talk about yourself.
Yeah, I am talking about myself. I am a saved, wholesome man.
You know,
that's nasty.
I done put up minutes out here in these streets.
Look here, man. Me, I'm married, so it don't even really matter. But hypothetically speaking, I don't really care.
Anyways, back to further
next subject. Okay, on to the next one. This is a scenario somebody sent me. Okay, I think this is, I guess the woman posted. Okay, I'm gonna just read it. I don't know if I'm being petty here, but I feel like I'm not. So my ex-husband remarried and has kids with his wife. She owns a business, and I found out that she makes almost $1 million a year. My ex works and gives me $900 a month in child support for our daughter. But I don't think it's fair. I told him that it would be nice if he sent me more for my daughter. He told me that his wife and his accounts are not together. But honestly, I want to take him and his wife to court to get the max amount I can for my daughter. I work from home and my husband is in the Army, but we are struggling. It would be nice to have that additional income that my daughter deserves. What do you guys think?
Get you married.
Didn't we already talk about this?
We talk about something similar.
I feel like I heard this. I probably have heard this.
She's married, so you married a broke nigga. I mean, y'all struggling together, and you want money from your baby daddy?
Wait, I don't know if she married though.
Yeah, her husband now is in the Army.
He's in the Army. So they struggling together.
She wants more money.
Oh, she did say that. Oh, wow.
She wants more money because his wife.
No, you know. No. What the? No. Bro. Hell no.
Fam, you ain't trying to give up nothing?
She getting cussed the fuck out.
If it was me, I'd stop going to work.
She said
I'd stop working. You would get the bare
She going
minimum.
after the wife money because the wife make $1 million.
That ain't the wife kids.
No.
I don't even know how that even holds up in court.
Well, I'll tell you how.
Because they married?
Because it's like they'll say that the child's lifestyle should be the same. When he goes from your house to her house, the lifestyle should not change that drastically. So if her husband is in the Army, he making 50-something thousand, and dude and his wife making, probably 1.1 million. I'm sure he probably make a little bit of bread too. Her ex-husband. So they think that the child should be somewhere close to that.
Much because he only paying $900, so he ain't making.
Well.
He only paying $900. He ain't making that much. I guarantee that.
Well, they got $1 million a year coming into the household at least.
So she making 900,000. She making 900,000 and he making 70,000.
Hey,
however it happened.
So I guess that's what the argument would be.
No.
It's like, okay, when I'm, we living in a 600 square foot apartment, y'all living in a mansion. Like,
the wife didn't have sex with you. The man is the baby daddy. He's paying your $900 like the court agreed to. What? You going off of his income, not his and hers. He wasn't married when y'all slept together.
Boy, we'd be filing taxes for the rest of my lifetime separately.
Just so you ain't got to give up that bread.
Dead ass. If that's what we got to do.
Dog.
Well, that's ridiculous.
I want full custody. I'm going to say, hey, well, she can't afford to take care of this kid.
Right. Straight up.
I can.
Clearly.
And you know what? I don't even want child support from her. I just want my kid.
You know that's going to hurt her.
I just don't want to pay it.
And she get visitation rights whenever I
feel like it.
Straight up.
Hey, that's messed up. I mean, it's true though. It's true though, because if they was if situations was flipped, that's how it happened. Man wouldn't get to see his kid at all. Her new husband making $1 million. He working at McDonald's or whatever. Like, kid already living there. Like he'd never see his kid.
Nope. She would get full. She would request full custody. Because they would say that he can't afford.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah, it's a cold game. My opinion on it is she is outside of her goddamn mind, and that's just reality. Again, we say it on this part a lot, and I don't think that the message gets through. So I'm going to say it one more time. If you can't raise the kid in the environment that you would like, and your significant other can, give up the rights.
Give it up.
Give it up. If it's really about the kid, right? Like, because we got to think about, like, if it's about the kid, It's about the environment that kid will be able to thrive in the best. And y'all over there struggling. Admittedly, you just said that. You and your husband, he in the army, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all struggling financial-wise. But clearly, her daddy or the kid daddy is living amazing, right? So it would make sense. She got her own room over there. She got a playground in the backyard over there. Like, everything's good. They got her in a good school, private school.
She got her own room.
She got a room bigger than your house.
Right. So it would make sense, right, if it's for the kid to be living over there. But, you know, it's not for the kid, and that's what the issue be. That's what my issue be with a lot of this. But as far as my opinion on this, I think she's outside of her goddamn mind.
Facts.
On to the last one. This is another one that was sent to us from Kenneth. Shout out to Kenneth, man. He be on Clubhouse with us a lot. Shut up. Okay, he said, I asked the girl this question from Twitter, and it got into a real back and forth. So I thought y'all might have some fun with it. By the end of this conversation, I realized she has higher expectations for how others will treat her than she even has the ability to treat herself. Tried to dig deeper, but she got real defensive, shocker, about it, talking about she knows her worth, which I'm in no way against, but seems ridiculous to expect something from others that you couldn't do. Anyway, love the pod. Y'all are an inspiration for my own pod in business development, along with life advice that y'all constantly dole out. So the tweet says this: can y'all afford to take a dude on the same kind of date that y'all be requesting men take y'all on?
Y'all got in a heated debate over that?
Yeah, because essentially she probably can't afford to take it, or she feel like she shouldn't be taking a man on. I shouldn't be taking a man. That the man should be courting her, I guess. Like, she felt like she shouldn't be taking a man on no dates during the courting process.
But nobody said that she had to take a man on a date. He just asked, can you afford that?
That's it.
Same meal.
And like women would say, why does that matter?
Yep.
Okay, now she's saying, why does that matter?
You know what the argument was? I mean, we done had it a million times on Twitter. It's like, why does that matter? Like, you're the man. You're supposed to be courting me.
If you broke, just say that.
Right, there you go.
Or it's not they trying to be treated like women, and they quick to throw some type of insult. They try.
Yeah, men want to be bad bitches so bad.
Yeah. No, how about we just want some people that like us? I mean,
it's a reciprocity. Lauryn Hill said it best.
If I ask a girl to go out, if I, you know, I'm asking a girl on a date, and she start naming off places out to blue, and I ain't even ask her. Said, hey, you want to go on a date? Let's go to Mastro's. And she'd be like, nah, I want to go here to, what's old boy?
Nobu.
Nobu. I want to go to Salt Base. What? No, I said, do you want to go here? Nah, that's not for me. Okay, cool. We ain't going there. We ain't talking.
Yep. I had somebody hop in my DM and tell me I'm going to take them somewhere. I'm like, damn, bitch, you hopped in my DM. You should be taking me somewhere. You that bold.
So are y'all saying that these queens' worth is like...
What? No, wait. I'm
trying to see how to word
this shit.
Don't say queens. Don't use the word queen.
Don't say this shit in the bad.
Don't use the word queen.
Y'all trying to say that these goddesses' living situations should affect the worth that they have for themselves when they look in the mirror. Is that what y'all saying?
No, what I'm saying is don't request a high amount of dollar figures out of me to do something for you. And if I say no, call me broke. Because then we have a problem.
But I mean, essentially, you are broke if you can't take her there.
No, I'm not broke. If I can't afford a Bentley, does that mean I'm broke? Does that mean I'm broke? Essentially.
Because broke is relative to her standards. She used to niggas that can afford the Bentley.
You know what? You right. In that case, we just won't be talking. Hey, I'm just being it. I'm just keeping it real.
She said, "Can you make 150?" But she used to nigga to make 150 million.
It don't matter that she make 30. That's not what we talking about. We talking about the man in the courting process. You want me?
Damn, that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Hey, to answer the question, I think that it speaks to a lot of the delusion that these women have, bro. A lot of them delusional. For one, you don't look like a Nobu date. Let's just put that out there.
Okay, now if we're saying she don't look like one too, all right, yeah.
Nah, but look like.
So what you saying?
So you say you have to look a certain way to get a Nobu?
That's correct. That is exactly what I'm saying.
Wow.
If your living
That's
situation,
a looks requirement, huh?
right? But no. The looks matter. No. Oh, I ain't about to backpedal. Y'all know me better than that. What I'm saying is this: if you're broke, your surroundings are broke. You don't have your own nothing. You have to look a certain way.
That's true.
For it to make sense, is what I'm saying.
That's true.
So you're saying that her beauty doesn't matter for her getting the Nobu. It's just how. Because what we're saying is if she looks good, because we know a lot of women that look good, they stay in four to an apartment.
Right.
They broke, but they look extravagantly well. You know, beauty, 10s, 9s, you know. You saying they can't get into Nobu.
No. I'm saying that those women should get into Nobu.
Okay.
You either can afford it. You either can afford it with your wallet or afford it with your looks.
Bingo.
Okay. So
Simple and plain.
What about the ones that's built like a planet, smoke Newports, but make 150,000?
They could eat that.
You could take yourself there.
Have a girls' date.
Yeah, sis. Men trash anyway, right?
Wow.
No, he didn't say you could take yourself there.
Take yourself there.
Your body.
I ain't going.
Your body, your choice.
You can't afford two people. Supposed to be me and you, not me, you and you.
That's real though. That's real. But you know, on a serious note though, man, I think people demands need to match what they can provide. It's simple as that.
Yes, I do believe that.
They
Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what men too. Men the same way, bro. Like if you can't really afford to take her to that fancy restaurant, stay in your lane. Don't go broke.
Stop leading with your wallet too.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Oh my, like I don't even know where to start with that.
But y'all call me crazy for going on $200 dates, but that's what I normally do for myself.
But the women that you take
don't deserve a $200.
You know what I'm saying? And again, that's your lifestyle. That's what you are accustomed to doing. Some of these niggas not accustomed to doing that. Okay. And they doing it to impress them. You know what I'm saying? That $200, nigga, they needed that for the next week.
They swiping on the credit card. Their credit card.
Right. Shit, not even credit card. They got $205 and they going to a $200 date.
You know, and you wonder why you ain't tipping. He ain't rude. He just can't do it.
But you ain't though.
It's just not enough on the card.
If this bitch order one more thing,
it's over. We gonna be washing dishes together in this motherfucker. You hear me? But yeah, so again, you know what's most important. The moral of this story is stay in your lane.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Tyler Craig. He used to say that on Comic View all the time. Moral of this story: stay in your lane. Don't try to go above and beyond to try to impress nobody. And ladies, you know how you look. You know what money you making. You know what league that you should be shooting in.
No, they don't.
Well, then your homegirls need to stop lying to you and tell you what league that you shooting in. And if you're not shooting in the Nobu league, don't be demanding Nobu. Your lifestyle, your circumstances don't match that. Your lifestyle circumstances is for Chili's. Go to Chili's.
Oh, some real shit though. I think this is why women need male friends. Not saying that we make good friends, but they need male friends.
They gonna try to hit in. Ooh.
They are.
But we said men and women can't be friends.
But they need to
acquaintances.
They at least need to have a board, like a council board.
How does that work?
You know what I'm saying?
Break that down, fam.
Like us. Like it should be like in each woman's life, they need 4 guys like us. Somebody's gonna be brutally honest with you. Somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, like may tell you what you want to hear in a nice way, but still get the point across. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they need different perspectives and not hearing it from their friends because their friends be lying to them a lot.
But how many men want to listen to?
We don't.
A girl that they 9 times out of 10 want to hit talk about another man.
That's true.
And you sitting there cock blocking because normally that's what normally happens. You always cock blocking. That's why I don't like girls telling me what's going on with another guy because I'm be like, hey, I'm not that man. I'm not gonna tell you shit that you should do. I'm not gonna tell you what I think he's doing. Because I feel like I'm cock blocking you. I'm hating on that man somehow, some way. Like, man, you gonna do what you want to do. You already know the signs.
But I feel like they need to hear it.
Yeah, they do.
But hey, before we go any further, there's a clip that we need to play. I think y'all jumped ahead of where we was going.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Recently, there was a clip that went viral on the timeline in regards to Steve Harvey said something that we say on this pod all the time. Just gonna play it. I'm gonna get you guys' responses.
The rare time.
Friends are men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because come on.
Because you have a wife.
He said, "Come on."
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because look. Okay. Let's get rid of this myth right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's get rid of this right here. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, "Yeah, we're friends." No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor, and trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity. Because we're guys.
Men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way.
Pun intended. He gonna slide in that crack. What y'all think about what that man just said?
I think it's the truth. We've been saying it the whole time.
Nigga ain't lying.
You have acquaintances, but there's not. I don't believe in that best friend shit. There's rare occasions that yes, it possibly could be your best friend, but still, in that instance, I think if the situation was to happen, it would go down like that. You give that man an opportunity, he gonna do it. And it could be the same way for women. True. If the woman is less attractive than that man, knowing that man on a higher standard, and he just sees you like, hey, you the homie. I don't want to put you down like that because I grew up with you, so we cool. But the instant he might give you a little leeway, guess what she gonna do? We grew up best friends. I love this man so much. I've been wanting to tell you this the whole time. She ain't gonna turn that man down. The same way for men. They ain't gonna turn that down. We didn't get attracted to you because of your conversation. I didn't walk over to you and say, "Oh man, I like the way you talk." I just want to hear you talk about your life stories, and that's it. I don't find you physically attractive. I don't want to date you. I don't want to do none of that. No.
You looked over there and said, "Damn, you got an ass.
Damn, you look good." And then you put him in the friend zone, and now he's just like, "Well, I'll be that friend."
After you hit,
I'll be that friend.
Can you be friends after you hit?
You are acquaintances. That's all. You are acquaintances. That's it. In my eyes. But other people, some people have best friends.
Oh. You feel about this female friend dynamic? Is it possible?
Anything is possible.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Is it likely?
I don't know how to answer this.
He got political ties. He can't listen.
Okay. Is it likely? No. It's not likely. Because a lot of times, like you said, like men gonna have ulterior motives at the end of the day. Like, yeah, we can be cool and I'm gonna keep you, especially if you put somebody in the friend zone, they're gonna keep you right there, like you said. Mm-hmm. And then the moment you slip up, have some vulnerability, you broke up with your boyfriend, last two dudes treated you trash, you see me, I'm still working hard, it looked like I'm a good dude, you know what I'm saying? Now you didn't lean on my shoulder this one day, I caught you slipping, and then you find out like he like the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they be just waiting in the cut, be patient, and they gonna do it, especially if they feeling you attractive. Like, I think not enough women have had enough attractive men around them. Like a lot. Like I think if the roles were flipped, I think women would lose their shit. Because women already can't control that purr.
That big purr. Not big, the purr, that big purr.
So I don't. Yeah.
Okay, give me a percentage.
No way.
Give me a percentage that a man strictly just want to be her friend. Give me a percentage.
27%.
Damn it. I wouldn't even put it that fucking high. I'd say like 10. Is the man attractive? Is the woman attractive?
Woman's attractive.
5.
That's real. For my stance, y'all know what my stance is on this. I don't believe in that. I've tried it multiple times, and every time somebody always wanted to take it too far. Just what it is.
It seems like you get me.
You understand me. Like, we connect on a different type of love. Like, your vibe. Like, you just have a good vibe about. It's like the energy when we're together. Shout out to all of the
every time.
I just, you know what I mean? So, again, like, people be saying that, I just be saying this out of, you know, or like I be coming up with it from imagination. It's experience. Experience with me, it's experience with my guys, it's experience with every situation that I done seen. Like, the only way that friend thing happens is if one of them is ugly. That's just what it is. But if you got like 2 attractive people, or you got one super attractive person, somebody kind of attractive, whatever, but it's like they're attractive. If you spend enough time around somebody, somebody's gonna fall. It just is what it is. Because friendship is like, y'all are bonding on a different type of level. So them being attractive just adds to that.
And
so
I don't even think looks even play, even if the person is ugly, honestly, too. Like, if y'all just get that emotional bond between each other, like, you know, women always want to say, I married my best friend.
Right.
But you calling this man your best friend. So now what I'm supposed to think?
Right.
You trying to marry your best friend.
Right.
The only way I think it works if the opposite party is gay.
Right.
And the chances go up to 60%. Because people like to start
experiment.
You know, they start to get to dance, they get drunk, start dancing, all of a sudden they went from gay to
dog.
Pounding you out.
Giving you that pressure. Now it's like, wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, I believe in, like, again, it's about how you define friendship, too. I think people throw that word around way too loosely. Like, how I see a friend, like, we talking every day or, like, every other day, like, very, very frequently about deep stuff. Not, you know, shallow, hey, man, we go to the club. Like, deep stuff, like shallow, aspirations and dreams and, you know, things that I want to accomplish in my life, and women that I've talked to and men that you done talked to. Like, it's real deep, like, bonding conversation. That's what a friend is. I don't feel like I feel like most people are not that. Most people are just cool. Like, when we around each other, we see each other. Hey, what's up? Hug, stand the third. You may chop it up once every month, you know, once every other month, something like, or whenever. Every blue moon, y'all chop it up. You see them out. It's love. How you doing? Boom. Hey, buy him a drink. Keep it pushing. But that's not friendship to me. That's we cool. We are acquaintances. It's like you said. But, you know, again, man, if you put 2 people, especially attractive people, in the same space, communicating at a high frequency, somebody's gonna fall. Now, what happens after the fall doesn't really matter because the intent there. So once the intent is there, it's no longer friendship. It's a waiting game. And I've said it a million times, men have Marine sniper patience when it comes to waiting on that opportunity. He'll talk you through 6 relationships, but you want to know how much of a friend that he's not, hit him up about 12, 15 one night.
Horny.
And say, hey, you know, I always was, I feel a little weird about this, you know, but I just always wonder how it would be. And I ain't had nothing in a while. Could you come over and da, da, da. I guarantee you 99.6% of guys is pulling up and drumming you down. That's just how it's going to go. So as long as that's a possibility, y'all are not friends. Y'all are cool. Y'all are acquaintances. Let's call it what it is.
I dare somebody do that. If y'all listen right now, try it out.
Man, motherfuckers know better.
Try
bro.
it out.
They know better.
They ain't gonna do it.
But yeah, shout out to Steve Harvey, man. That boy ain't say no wrong. On that note, man, we're gonna get into the advice column. All right. This is from Ali, Patreon member. All right, bro. Say, what's up, crew? No anonymous shit. It's Ali. Say, I got a situation and a couple questions. But first, it was cool to meet y'all in Dallas. The vibe y'all boys gave off was genuine and just that real nigga energy. And it felt like we was at a barbecue talking to my older cousins, minus AC because he was late. The bro had to work. Say, what y'all told me. Yeah, from what y'all told me, so you good, B. Here's the situation. Since I'm back on my single shit, I started working out and getting back in shape. So exercise is a big part of my life again. But also, I started dating to keep my combo skills with women sharp. so they don't dull while I'm on the grind, and got a couple I'm talking to. Took one out on a date last week. She was open to anything, so I took her ass to a park to pick her brain. We walked, talked, laughed, and got to know one another better than phone combos and texts. But at the end, she had this look of confusion on her face when we got back to our cars. He said, I asked what's wrong, and she replied, this date was weird to me because it was free. I asked, what you mean? And her exact words was, because no money was spent. He said, I looked her dead in the face and politely asked for my 2 hours back. She said, huh?
What? Wait.
Wait, how did he go from Ali?
He jumped the gun. Wait, go, all right, keep going.
Wait. No. Okay, let me reread it. So basically, the girl says, this date was weird to me because it was free.
Mm-hmm.
Ali asked her, what do you mean? And her exact words were, quote unquote, because no money was spent.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
So he paused, and then he looked her dead in the face and politely asked her for his 2 hours back.
Why did he do that?
Wait, keep going.
She said, huh? I asked again for my time back, and she said, you can't get that back. It's time. I stopped and said, exactly. And time is more important than money, because I can send you a Venmo message and you can give me back $35. But my time is priceless. Money wasn't spent, but my time was. I could have did other things, but I chose to go on this date.
Mm-hmm.
And she sat there dumbfounded, as I explained. My question is, do y'all think that a date can only be thoughtful or considered valuable if money is being spent? And do you think if women held sex as high on the same level as a man's time, do you think they second guess wasting a man's time? Because on the flip side, once they give up the pudussy, Kenny voice, and you ghost them, they sort of feel how we feel when a girl wasted a couple weeks or months of our time and money and still not even get to smell the cooch. And one last thing, I heard Kevin Samuels say this on his last episode. I want y'all to touch on, he said, women nowadays got to love a man to be willing to do what you should already know. And he was talking about wifely duties and how most men come to the table husband ready, while these new age modern women want a hot girl summer, putting up hella miles on their body and throughout their 20s. And at the end of their peak of beauty, they stuck with high mileage and 1 to 2 kids and think they can Thanos snap that away and be wife material after they meet a man and wonder why they can't get them and can't keep them because you have no other valuable qualities because Generation X women told y'all to be independent and you don't need a man. It didn't teach you anything about being a wife. Y'all boys stay dangerous out there.
God damn, Ali. You asked 16 questions in one.
Break this shit
damn,
up. Damn,
bruh.
One question at a time, bro.
The first one, I think he jumped. I think he jumped the gun on that shit hard. I think it was just a means of you to actually expand your game at that point.
Right. Because it seemed like she was just giving it like a compliment originally.
Damn, that's your point to say, hey, did you enjoy yourself?
Right.
If we didn't spend any money, did you enjoy yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not, well, give me my 2 hours back.
Can you give me my 2 hours back?
Ali, come on, man.
Man, so he got a little frustrated.
I mean, I get what he was trying to say.
I get what he could have led into that later on. You know what I'm saying? He can just give me my 2 hours back. That's why she said, huh?
He said, I looked her dead in the eyes. Can I get my 2 hours back?
Yeah, no, man, you don't leave it that say, well, did you enjoy your time? Did you enjoy your time?
Right.
We should do this again and see that you had a good time with me without me having to spend money.
Right.
We actually enjoyed each other's company. Not
So now you know you can do more things.
Spend on you. Yeah.
Right. So he asked, like, do y'all feel like the value of the date should be determined by the money spent on it?
No, not at all.
Never that.
That's why I say when I go on my dates, I don't look at the money. Whenever I do go on a date, I already have it planned to something that I know I'm gonna enjoy. I'm relaxed. I'm comfortable in that environment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You always should go on a date where you're comfortable. You know that environment. You know how things move around there. You know the surrounding areas. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to go on a date to a certain place that you've never been. Because not one, that you're nervous about talking to this new girl you never met or you just met the first time. Second, you got to look around your surrounding areas like all men do and wonder around if somebody can come up behind you or something.
True.
Mm-hmm. Third, you don't know what's surrounding the area. If y'all want to meet, go to another bar somewhere. Now you got to look on Google Maps and, find out, hey, let's go here. Instead of going to an area where you know what's going on, you know what you can do.
I think that was just a weird conversation to end the date on in general. I think it's just like what? Like, but it does say a lot about her though. for you to even bring up the fact that a date is weird just because money is not being spent. I mean, it's just like, say for instance, even if you did spend money, like even if y'all want to go get coffee or something like that, you only spending really $10, $12, something like that. Rest of it is conversation. But I think a lot of these women in this era, they not really used to. For one, they don't really have a lot of conversation. That's another thing for another day. But they really like just expect for the first date to just be above and beyond. $200 steaks, the macaronis, all that, lobster mac, all that good shit, like just right out the gate. And when a guy doesn't do that, it's like, wait, what?
Man, I think that might be our fault. Might be a lot of men's fault.
True.
Like Otis said earlier, we like to lead with our wallets and not with conversation and just enjoying people's time.
Yeah, but if you remember on Twitter, right, they was having a conversation about that. They was saying, like, how do y'all feel about coffee dates? Or how do y'all feel about, like, a date as far as, like, going to, say you in Cali, let's go jog up Runyon Canyon or something like that.
I'm in my comfort zone.
And like, all the dudes was like, oh, cool, hell yeah. But then they had a lot of women that was like, oh, yeah, that'd be cool. But they had a lot of women that was like, oh, hell no, y'all cheap. Y'all trying to go out cheap. Y'all trying to.
First of all, they small-minded because who's to say that you can't do that first and then go do something after that. Right. Like if the conversation dope, then I'm really gonna open my wallet. Like, oh shit, this person's super dope. Let's do this. Let's do that. Like now we done been gone from 1 p.m. to 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying? We've been gone all day. Like that's how shit start. But like, how can we maybe had a couple conversations, something like, and all of a sudden I'm supposed to take you to some steak 48, some Maestros, Nobu, shit like that, spend $200-$300, and I barely even know you.
Right.
Like, please tell me how that makes sense. This is it's like a transaction. What am I getting from this? Is your time really worth that much? Because my time is worth it too. So what am I getting out of that?
They're saying your time ain't worth that queen's time.
Basically what they're saying.
And they say that a lot of, for one, men don't factor in how much money it costs for that queen to get ready for that date.
That's not my fault.
She done spent,
that's your fault.
$500 on her hair. She done spent $100-something on nails. Outfit costs, whatever. Shoes.
You living beyond your means.
Getting that face beat costs, you know what I mean?
That's my fault.
So she need to be compensated for all the effort that she done put in on the date.
Me too. I done got this fade. I done got the clothes too. I had to wash the whip. I done had to gas it up. I done had to pick you up from across town or go out of town. However we doing this.
I had to look at your face all night. You know what? I'm tired of that.
I had to look at that eyebrow that wasn't arched like it should have been. Looking like The Rock.
You got everything except for those goddamn eyelashes.
Big ass motherfuckers.
Hey, y'all try to get canceled for real.
No, man. Like, honest, the best dates I've had has been, outside of me being in relationships, the best dates I've had has been to the park or hiking or coffee or whatever. Like, those people you can talk to all day because those people actually have a conversation and you can actually pick their brain and find out what they're interested in. Like, these other people, it's just for show. And the conversation is surface level all the time, and then it's like, I'm ready to go.
Right.
Check. Like,
is we fucking after this or not? Because I ain't gonna see you again. So, is we fucking after
straight
this
up?
Obviously, we're not going anywhere with this.
Sometimes you just take the L. Yeah. I took this one chick. We went and got a massage one day, and I had some massages built up, so I took her, let her get a massage. We went out to eat. We went something like, I think we went to Torches or some shit, grabbed something like, got some drinks. We were supposed to do something else, but the conversation was so weak, bro. I was like, man, I'm about to go come to the crib. Me and my brother's about to do da-da-da. So I thought you said we was going, yeah, I know, but something came up. I had to cut it off because it was just like.
Wasn't vibing.
No, I'm asking her questions like about what she do, and she couldn't even explain it, or she'd be like, give me one word answers. I'm like, all right, this.
No, you was the one trying to.
I'm tired of forcing shit. Yeah, I'm tired of forcing shit. Let's wrap this shit up.
Which is what I was talking about a lot of these women conversations don't be as dope as they think it be. Like, they always tell my dudes, sending them what you doing text all the time. Yeah, true, but if you respond nothing, chilling, like what is that man supposed to go off on? Like, a conversation is a two-way thing. You tell me something you working on or whatever, and okay, now I can ask you a question based on what you working on. And you can ask me the question, I answer it. Now you got some material to go off of. I got some material, you got some material. It's like a goddamn tennis match. But if I'm asking you questions or I'm asking you in-depth shit and you giving me one-word responses, where do you expect me to go from there? A lot of women don't factor that shit in. So, like, even dates aside, like, when you just messaging a chick or y'all tweeting each other or texting each other, that be the type of shit that be happening. You expect that man to just be a goddamn
poet.
I think it's only the men that they don't like. That's what it is. The men that they unsure of, those are the men that kind of got to impress them. Because I done seen some women talking about, we can go on a taco date, we can go taco hop at food trucks, and they would enjoy shit like that. But then you got other women that you got to take them certain place and you got to spend a certain amount.
True.
Or they ain't give you the time of day. So well, maybe I'm playing the wrong league. How about that?
That's why I say all the time, I say women got two sets of rules. They got a set of rules for the guy that they really like, and they got a set of rules for everybody else. You know, it's just unfortunate. Most of y'all niggas is the guys that they don't really like that. But on to the next question, man. This is from Kevin Newman, Patreon member.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Say, have any of y'all had a MILF experience? And if so, share. For some context on why I asked, there's this bad 53-year-old that is already currently aware of me getting out of my marriage. She expressed her interest, and I did mine also. But of course, I'm hesitant to make that move due to what I got going on personally. This is only a hidden situation, of course, but still. What is y'all experience and thoughts on being with someone older? Every week I listen to the show. A new question generates. Shout out to Kevin.
Being with or just smashing someone?
He said just smashing.
Well, then what the hell?
That's
What
the
you
goal.
want me to tell you?
They gonna treat you right. They gonna roll out the red carpet when you come over.
You better be prepared to get your motherfucking hips broke.
Listen.
Said they come with that big purr?
Listen.
That thing purring.
Listen.
That was it purring.
That thing boiling.
That thing experience, boy. You know how you have leftovers, like you make gumbo. It tastes good the first day, but you put it in the fridge and you take it out later. And that seasoning is soaked into that.
Them sausages melt. Ooh. Hey, I'm telling you. Oh, man, listen. Oh.
It's like that.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, you be with, if you just want to hit shit, do what you want to do.
More times than not, when they that age, they want the same thing you want.
But I don't want, little nigga, I don't want that dick. You got it for me or not?
No, they
You got it for me or not? I ain't about to play no games with you. You know what I want to do.
Know what this is.
I love that. They be so straightforward.
I want to fuck you.
Drop them draws. I told you I get a look.
That's exactly how it happened.
I told you I get a little crazy.
That's exactly how it happened.
Hey, shout out to my boy Kevin. Hey, go ahead on thrash that, big dog, and then write us back and let us know how it was.
Make sure she make a to-go plate for you, too.
Facts. On to the next one, man. You say, what's up, crew? My name is Nim. No anonymous shit. Patreon member.
What up?
All right, bro. So I love the part. I started listening to y'all a couple months ago, and shout out to y'all putting a lot of young black men like myself on game. So I'm 21. I'm in school at the moment as a healthcare administration major, about to graduate. And I know how much money that area of work brings in, and I'm starting to realize the importance of a good relationship in the corporate world. See, I know a majority of high corporate positions in my major career won't hire a person, especially a black man, if they are not in a committed marriage, because they see it as a person who isn't, quote unquote, put together. I'm on my sleazeball shit right now, and I'm starting to put that aside because I'm seeing a bigger picture for my future. He said, I know the money that I'll be bringing in is ridiculous. Damn, I got lost. Hold on. And I don't want to get a woman who is only with me because of my money and what I have. It just seems fake to me. Also, I'm trying to find a woman now, but these girls are not serious about life and only worried about being seen to the public and hot girl summer every day, even during the winter. He say, what are some qualities a serious woman has that I should look for? And should I get a woman now and build with her or wait until I finish school and get a woman then? Also, many black people starting a business. Their main issue is getting a hold of capital. What are some ways I can gain capital for my business?
Some good questions.
Okay, so the first one, what are some qualities a serious woman has that I should look for? And should I get with her now or should I graduate, get into the job field and then get her?
I think what our qualities are won't match what your qualities are going to be. So I don't think you should judge what ours are going to be based upon what you should be looking for. Because you as a man will already know what you like and what you don't like in a woman.
Fact.
And that's something you build upon as you go through the years of life. You're only 21. You haven't experienced enough women to know what you like and what you don't like. You don't even know what you like yourself. Mm-hmm. You don't even know what you are yourself to really know what you like in a woman. So I would say for your career wise, still hang on to your career, still go with your career. Mingle with people, start to get build bridges with people of all races. Go to study halls and maybe start tutoring people, just trying to get around with everybody in that career field. Go to, get in clubs and stuff like that for healthcare. Like that's the way you actually build a bond and get into that corporate world. Because a lot of these students, a lot of these people have friends, family, moms, dads, aunts, uncles that already own corporations.
Fact.
And that's how a lot of people, a lot of brothers, that's how a lot of them get in the door, honestly. Because old boy was friends with, what you called him? What's that white boy name? Hunter. Oh, he was friends with Hunter. Hunter was like, hey, I got this black friend that I know. Mm-hmm. Dad, I know this company's supposed to have, 10% black or, minority. Mm-hmm. I know this guy right here. Okay, cool. Bring him in, son. That's how a lot of that shit happens. Really? Who your references.
Right, all the time.
Yeah. And that's how I say how you go about your career. Don't worry about, being married and being, with a woman. Like, you're only 21, man. And you still got to finish school. You're not done yet. And then that's when the real hustle starts.
Facts. Plus, man, that being married thing, bro, you could just lie about that, to be honest. But I don't think it plays that big of a role. Like I can give you my story. Like when I was in college, a lot of people were saying, "Oh man, you need to be a part of this organization, or you need to get you an internship, man. That's the only way you're gonna be able to get a good job." This, that, and the third. You know what I found out? I found out that what you need to do is you need to research the companies that you want to work for. Like realistically, don't you jump out here and say Google, Apple. Don't realistically. Like the companies that you want to work for, that's local, that you feel like is like a reasonable thing. And what you can do is you can apply for those companies, maybe not in the position that you're going to work for them, but just apply at a position that's similar or close to, right? So for instance, me, I was an accounting major. But my first corporate job that I got, I was working HR there. And I was doing that for like 3 years. I got in there my sophomore year. I did it all the way up until I graduated, right? But as I'm working at HR, I'm meeting everybody that do the hiring. You know what I'm saying? And I'm building relationships with these people, and they seeing that, oh, I'm a hard worker, I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? So when I graduated, it was nothing for me to get on there because I know 3, 4, 5 people that do the hiring. So I damn near didn't even have to apply. I can just email them, hey, bro, I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm getting ready to graduate tomorrow, getting ready to start shipping these, hey, I'm gonna shoot you my resume, hold me down. That type of thing. But that's because you done built that relationship up. And even if you're not in HR, say you might have got on, you know what I'm saying, like in whatever department, but you done built up such a, I don't know, I guess like a tenure or like something that they can go on in regards to hiring you, right? So when you go to submit that application and you put a dude name from the department that you was in, he already at the company, first thing they're going to do is call him, hey, bro, what's the story on Anthony? And he gonna be hey, solid worker, showed up every day, did his job, So that's, you automatically a shoe up ahead of everybody else that's applying. So that's the advice that I would give you. 1, that marriage shit is not that important. 2, just get into the company any way you possibly can while you're in school. And then by the time you graduate, you're gonna be built up enough tenure, enough experience that's gonna be able to hold you down. And if not, you still got 3 years of experience that you can kind of finesse the resume and say, hey, even if you wasn't working at the specific job that you was on, a lot of times, even if you're working in another department, y'all doing similar things, and you'll be able to tie your resume as if you was working the exact job that you're trying to be working. So that would be the advice I give.
I would say just take your time. You know what I'm saying? You single, stay single, get your game up, work on it. You know what I'm saying? You need to date, you need to learn women, because every woman is different, literally every single one. Mm-hmm. You got to learn what triggers them, what makes them cry, what makes them happy, like outside of food. I mean, everything else, you really got to, you know what I'm saying, take your time with your woman and learning women, you know what I'm saying, because you're going to have to approach every single one differently. So when you start mastering that and just learning off the cuff, just regular conversation and just energy and how you approach them and things like that, it's gonna make things easier. And also, as far as your career, I'll just keep doing what you're doing, man. Finish school, get that job that you want if you can go for it. But I would definitely still take your time with that too, because you got plenty of time, bro. Like, I know you want to get married, you want to settle down. The streets ain't safe. Ain't nothing really good out there. But you do want to have your foundation ready, so when you do meet that person, y'all could just, she just add to you, and then the takeoff's gonna be easy. You don't want to have to drag nobody while you already working towards something. So, like my nigga Larry June say, focus on the chicken.
Well said. On to the next one. I have a question for the panel. No need to be anonymous. My name is John from Chicago. Patreon member.
What's good?
So my question is, why do we as a society, the black community in particular, advise women to pursue their career over pursuing a family, even though we have precautionary tales of men who die on their deathbeds lonely and regretting that they prioritize career over family? Many people laugh at Kevin Samuels. Shout out to him for saying, buy a dog, die alone. But based on data, this is an unfortunate reality many older women are living now and the future for many women. So the question is, why do we as a society, especially in the black community, advise women to pursue their career over pursuing a family, even though we know that more than likely they're going to die alone because they don't have time to build a family when you're working that much? Damn, that's a hell of a question, bro.
I don't think it's necessarily pursue, your career and your degree or whatever over family. They just emphasize that more because we came from so much, from not being educated at all, from not them, we getting beaten, killed for just reading, knowing how to read, shit like that. So, education and learning is definitely of the, on the front burner, especially for women. So, because, again, we got, you got situations where niggas ain't shit and women got to learn how to survive on their own. So I think that's why the pressure, and then in the middle of that, because I've dated women while we was in school and shit like that, and that was their focus. That's just what it was. I'm trying to have a balance. I'm doing school. I'm trying to court you. I'm trying to hang with my boys and stuff too. With them, it's like, it's school. Like, I'm going to finish this. Like, me and you can talk later. So it's good, but then it's bad because they lack relationship experience because they've been doing what they want to do for so long. So then by the time you get into a relationship, you don't know how to be in a relationship. And which is also why, women need to start talking and entertaining several dudes at one time. Because like we just said to, what's the name, Kev or whoever, like you got to have experience with people. You have to. Feelings, no feelings, just conversation and just interaction with people. You need that experience in general. And if all you're doing is in your books and then you go out into the real world, like, you're going to be lost because you're focused only on one thing the whole time. You'll have money in your pocket, but in your relationships won't be successful because you don't know how to operate with people. So I just think a balance needs to come into place. Not saying that, like I said, I don't think there's no saying you can't be in a relationship, things like that, but it's just of the importance right now, like, get your money. That's what it's about right now. For yourself. Don't depend on no man.
Kenny T, why do you feel like we put so much pressure on black women to go out there and pursue their career, knowing what the downfalls of that might be?
Well, I think it's a brighter side than chasing the family. Be honest with you. Women out here chasing a family, they chasing a man. They chasing a man that doesn't know what the hell he wants. So they gonna chase a man, sleep with this man, and get pregnant by this man, and now guess what? She become a single mother. With no means to take care of that kid. Yep. That man probably ain't gonna take care of that kid anyway. I mean, let's be honest here.
True.
So I'd rather her chase her career and then later on down the line pursue, a relationship. No, I mean, I hate this thing about people dying alone because they don't have somebody. They never was married or never didn't die being in a relationship with somebody for 20 or 30 years. Do y'all understand that not a lot of relationships last for 20 or 30 years? People don't die alone because they don't have somebody they never loved. You've always loved somebody. You just didn't marry them. That don't mean you died alone. Like that's where my mind is stuck at. Like, people think everybody has to be in a relationship. Like, you don't have to. Some people are not made to be in a relationship with one person for the rest of their life. They're just not. They're made to, hey, I'm here, I'm having a good time with you, and then we burn out. Hey, I'm going on to the next one. Hey, I'm here with you, I'm burned out, I'm going on to the next one. I don't know a lot of people in my life that I know that's died, and they were with somebody for more than 30 years, except for my parents, who are married for 31 years. Well, 30 years, going to be 31 years this year. My grandparents. Other than that, I don't know nobody else. But everybody says you need to, find somebody because you don't want to die alone. All through the years, everybody's died alone, obviously. It's just a figment of your imagination that people are meant to be with one person for the rest of your life, and not a lot of people are meant to be like that.
It's a fact. Here's a question, because you are in this situation. Like your trajectory, right, would be the one that they would say is how you're supposed to do it. But you're single right now. Mm-hmm. So if I were to act like on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it for you to find a wife to finish out the rest of your life with?
Well, I was married before, so that kind of might throw my perspective off, because I've had the experience of being married.
Right.
And living with somebody and doing, and it didn't work out. But the importance right now is it's not high. It's like if we had a grade on a scale between, or a percentage scale from 1 to 100, I would say probably 30%. Right now, in the lifestyle that me right now is probably 30%, because I feel like a lot of people get tired of people. Like, we honestly do. Like, the more I talk to people that, that are married, that aren't married, that are in relationships, that aren't in relationships, people get tired of each other, and they just stay there because of certain situations.
True.
And they just mentally burn themselves out, or just, emotionally just not happy. But they still do it just because society says they should. Mm-hmm. And I'm just not wired that way. Now, the moment I find somebody that, hey, this is what I want, this is, I know I won't get burned out from this. Yeah. But I see it as a 30% chance that that's likely to happen.
Oh, you are also in that situation. No kids. You know what I'm saying? Income 10%, coming in, all of that.
10% right now.
So you finding a woman to finish the rest of your life out with, the importance of it on a scale of 1 to 10 is 1? Essentially what you're saying?
Right now, today.
Damn.
It's 1, for real.
Why is that?
That's because I feel like I've had to start over, like, completely. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, like, I need to build myself back up. You know what I'm saying? Get my foundation back right in order to carry and shoulder a family. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to weather the storms. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's the least important to me right now. But do I want to? Absolutely. Eventually, you find that right person. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, people get lonely. Don't get me wrong. I get lonely sometimes, but I also know people that's lonely and they're in a relationship. That's the truth.
Say that one more time.
That's the truth. I know people that's in a relationship and they're still lonely.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
I'd rather be able to say, hey, you know what? I'm lonely because I want to. Instead of, hey, I'm lonely and you're right here beside me and I'm still lonely. What the fuck am I doing here?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trapped.
You are.
That's a bar.
For real.
That is a bar. That's real.
Okay. But I mean, somebody, give me a better explanation and maybe change my mind. But as of right now, it's 30%. 1 out of 10, 3.
I'd rather do nothing at the crib by myself. I have to worry about you.
All right. Last one of the day. Hey, see, I know I'm not a Patreon and I'm asking to be anonymous, so please keep the shit talking to a minimum. She say,
name Stephanie? Oh.
She say, so I'm seriously conversing with a man who has 2 kids. This is very new to me, but I would love tips on how y'all would love for a woman who y'all are seriously dating to approach this situation. Also, do y'all find it weird for the woman who y'all are dating to reach out to the mother of the kids to formally meet her? This is so she will know who's around her children.
I would never be in that situation. And hell yeah, that's weird as shit. You shouldn't be introducing yourself to that man's, to that children's mother. That should be the man that you're talking to's job. Period.
Yeah.
And if he finds you serious, if y'all are serious, that's what he should do. That's like, I think that you have to do that if you're jointly parenting kids. Like each party has the right to know who the hell is gonna be around their kids all that amount of time. So yeah, I wouldn't be in a situation talking to somebody with 2 kids. But
hey, so here's a question. Just another question she asked. She said, "Say for instance, you had 2 kids, and she was coming into the situation. What would be the appropriate way to come into this mindset wise?"
I don't have 2 kids, so
you can't really speak to that.
I guess try to get to know me and not the kids. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's hard to say because I don't have any kids. I don't know how to. I would say just enjoy your time with him, and then when the time comes to where he introduces you to his kids, that's when you start to play a role and get to know them, and understanding them and how they move, having a good time with them. But don't just go in there, trying to play stepmom or, be all, I love kids. How are you? Hey, how's it?
Right out the gate.
No. I say you wait till you're introduced in both points to the kids and to the mother, and then move from there.
Also, first, I would say pay attention to how he's treating the kids. Before you meet him, date him. If you know he have kids, find out how he's treating the kids because he could be ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Not really checking around on him. He tell you he got kids, but he ain't never spend no time with them, or he never taking them nowhere, picking them to practice, taking them on dates or whatever it is. I think that's one thing you should look out for before you even take that step to wanting to meet them. But I don't know. I strongly believe after a lot of my time in the field that people with kids should date people with kids. Only because it's kind of foreign for people that don't have kids. Like completely, you taking care of a whole nother life. You have a whole nother schedule that you go off of. You like they're at the forefront of your life, not me. You know what I'm saying? And if you single and looking for somebody, like it ain't selfish, but you want to be kind of number one. You know what I'm saying? And you always gonna play the backseat. And then on top of that, with that, you also got to deal with the family. You don't know how their family is. Like, it's just so many layers, and I just feel like people with kids would understand better and they would have more patience.
Yeah, I think that the onus should be put on the people with kids to create an environment that's very, very structured. I think it'll be easier to bring somebody into a situation like that. Okay, hey, when you come in, this is how we do things. My ex comes to pick the kids up. The kids' mother come pick them up Tuesday, Thursday. That's 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. in structure. We, whatever. Or she'll come or she sends the nanny to come. I go meet her at this place. We do it this way, da. So you can lay all of that out. I think a lot of times when people come into those situations, it's no structure involved. And oftentimes that can get messy. Right, because for one, it's resentment there because maybe the mother of the child still wants you, or vice versa. The dad of the child still wants the mama. So now that's creating complications to where it's like throwing off the whole structure. Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to come Tuesday, but he ain't coming, or we arguing, or Thursday come. You know what I'm saying? So that is a lot for somebody that don't have kids to come in and have to like deal with and tolerate, because you automatically go to the back burner right out the gate. Like it just is what it is. But when the situation is structured, I think it could work. And if you run into a situation that's structured, you should walk into it with the mindset of, I'm not here to be these kids' parents. I'm not. I'm here to, enjoy you, learn you. And if you see fit for a role that I could have in these kids' life, after we done vetted each other and we done established the fact, okay, this is going somewhere. If you see a role that I could come in and fill, I'll do that. But as far as me coming in and trying to be overbearing and trying to, well, hey, yeah, I want to be the stepmama, this, that, and the third, like me coming in with any say in regards to what the kids are doing or the relationship that you got with the kids' mom, this, that, and the third, I think, again, that's why the onus should be on the person with kids to make sure that there's structure. Me and my baby mama don't talk unless it's about these kids, or structuring the pickups, the drop-offs, school, this, that, and the third. And every time I talk to her, you can be right there next to me. So it ain't no foul, nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go above and beyond to create an environment to make that person feel comfortable. Because y'all right, that is like a fish out of water. Having a kid is a lot of responsibility. It's a lot that goes into that. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort, let alone when the parent's not in the same household, which adds a whole different dynamic that's even more complicated. So, as far as you, just come in there. Don't come in there with no expectations. Don't come in there trying to iron out no role for yourself. Don't do none of that. Sit back, watch it, see where you fit in, get in where you fit in. In regards to you reaching out to that man's, to the mother of that man's kid.
Hell no.
No, don't do that. Because for one, it just comes off as you are kind of rubbing it in her face that I'm going to be in your kid's life.
You're already there.
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't even introduce me to you. Who is this bitch? That's
Right.
exactly what she would text. Who is this bitch texting
Exactly.
my phone saying, what?
So now things are complicated. Again, it's on that man to introduce you to the mother of his kids, and vice versa. It's on that woman to introduce you to that kid's father. You don't come in and reach out to the, hey, bro, yeah, I'm in your kid's life now. What up? You know, I just want to introduce myself. No.
I'm daddy number 2.
Take him to the game in the morning.
Nah.
You gonna be there?
Yes. It just, like, the optics of that is just wrong. So, no. Again, you come in there with no expectations. Get in where you fit in. You are priority number 2. That's a fact. That's what you're signing up for. Take it, adapt, look in the mirror, accept that. It is what it is. And then go from there. So, yeah, on that note, man, we're going to wrap this thing on up, man. Y'all boys, shout out y'all social medias and things of that nature.
Big Purr.
Change my 22.
So_fitness, all platforms, you know what I'm saying? TikTok, 19,000 followers on TikTok, by the way. S5 podcast, you know, make sure y'all follow them, check us out. We won't be talking about shit, but we talk about shit.
We both said, KT_Go Rich, all platforms. That's all I got.
D-Trill-AC, everywhere. Y'all know what time it is. Twitter, Instagram. Make sure y'all follow the Krew season. Shout out to our Patreon members.
Keep signing up.
Shout out.
$2 a month. Can we do the annual thing?
All the Patreon members.
Not yet.
All the new Patreon members, too. Shout out to all y'all.
Yeah, we're going to do the annual thing, too.
Yeah, so y'all can just get that $24 payment out the way. Call it a day.
$24.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, keep on supporting, keep on rocking with us. Shout out to YouTube as well, man. We gave y'all a treat this past week, and we waiting on the response. If they say anything, let us know so we can chime in and rebuttal. But
and also, man, y'all make sure y'all keep sharing the word and just spread the word, man, because you know we can't grow without y'all.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying. If you know somebody that just want to listen to a podcast, want to laugh, need a little relationship advice, put us on.
Facts. We definitely appreciate y'all. Shout out to Smooth, man. Smooth will be back next week.
Goddamn me.
Bitch.